Good morning everyone. Today we'll discuss about the importance of plastic in our daily life. Yes student, we use the different material, utensils or the containers or the furniture in our daily life. More of these utensils, materials are made up of plastics. If we compare them with another substances like the woody substances or the metallic substances, then they have the more strength, they are durable, they are non-reactive, and they are easy to handle. Means the plastic material or the plastic containers are more convenient. This is because of these properties. So one by one we will discuss about these properties, student. First property that they have, that all the plastic containers are light in weight. That's why our pen or marker is made up of plastic, student. If you have the metallic pen or the metallic marker, then it will have the more weight. So why it is more convenient? Because the plastic is light in weight. It is light in weight, student. Second is it has lower price. If we compare the price of a metallic substance with plastic, then we will find that the plastic material have the lower price because it is obtained from the petrochemical, and with the help of the petrochemicals we can easily get it. That's why it has the lower price. Next is good strength, student. Plastic have the more strength or good strength. That's why they are durable in nature. Durable means we can use them in long period of time, and due to this durability we can consider that the plastic containers are more convenient or more useful if we compare it with other substances like the metals. Next is durability, student. We can use the plastic material for a long period of time, due to their strength. And why do they have the more strength, student? It is due to their linear or cross-linked arrangement of the chemical substances. And due to that arrangement, they have the more strength than other substances like metal or wood or rocky substances. Next is poor conductivity. Plastic containers are the poor conductor of heat and electricity, student. That's why plastic containers are used in the electrical devices because they don't pass the electric current. That's why they are used in electrical gadgets, and they are also used in the kitchen utensil. In general, the handle of the cooking utensils, like this is the handle of this utensil, and it is made up of plastic. And which plastic is it made up of? It is generally made up of bakelite or melamine. Means this handle is made up of bakelite or melamine, and this we can say it is made up of melamine, student. Melamine plastic. Next is due to these properties, it is used, plastic is used in this, like in the healthcare industries, student. Why are they used in healthcare industries? Because the plastic materials are non-reactive in nature. Generally they don't react, means the plastic material or plastic don't react with water and air, and due to which they are not corroded. If we compare it with the metallic substances, then metallic substances may react with water and air, And what can they form? They can form metallic oxide. But plastic material don't react with the water and air, student. And they also not react with the medicines. So it is also their important property, that is non-reactivity. They are non-corrosive in nature, and due to this property the plastic material are used in healthcare industries. In general, the bottles in which the syrups or the medicines are collected, all those bottles are made up of plastic, student, because the plastic is non-corrosive in nature. Next is plastic is also used in microwave oven. In nowadays in our kitchen, different type of ovens are used. Those ovens are made up of thermosetting plastic, and in this there are the containers are also used, and those containers are also made up of thermosetting plastic, student. And in nowadays in our kitchen there are the special types of the cooking utensils are used, and those cooking utensils are known as non-sticky cooking utensils, like this. It is non-sticky cooking utensil. In this, the first layer of this utensil is made up of plastic, student, and which plastic is found in this utensil? It is Teflon. Means this black coating is made up of Teflon, and due to which the food is not stuck to this utensil. That's why it is known as non-sticky cooking utensil, student. Next is melamine. Melamine is one important plastic, student, and it is also the thermosetting plastic, and it is used in the kitchen. With this, it is also used in the electrical gadgets. With this, there are particular dress are prepared by the melamine, and that dress are worn by the firemen, and that melamine having dress is fire resistant. Means that dress does not catch fire due to the presence of a particular type of plastic, and this plastic is known as melamine. Means the melamine plastic is used as fire resistance in the dress of firemen. So it is another importance. So these two plastic you will learn. First is Teflon, that is used in non-sticky cooking utensil. Second is melamine, that is used in the dress of firemen. Now we come on the plastic and environment. So student, now we will discuss about the plastic and environment. If we speak about the environment, then what is environment, student? Environment means our surrounding. In our surrounding, there are the different substances are found, and those all substances make our environment. And if we speak about the plastic, then plastic is not suitable for our environment because it is not eco-friendly. And why is it not eco-friendly, student? Because it causes pollution. All the three type of pollution like air, water and soil pollution are caused by plastic. Why, student? Because plastic is non-biodegradable in nature. Non-biodegradable in nature means it is not biodegraded, means it is not decomposed by the microorganism or by the air or water. That's why it causes mainly water and soil pollution. Many times when we throw, when the people throw or we throw the plastic in the environment, then at that time that plastic is not decomposed, student. And many times what they do, they choke the drainage system, and due to that choking of the drainage system, we have the water pollution. With this, that plastic is also release some harmful substances in water, and those harmful substances can be considered as carcinogenic substance, student. Carcinogenic substance. Carcinogenic substances are the substances that cause cancer to the living organism, especially for human. Means we have the cancer, means the people have the cancer due to the more use of the plastic. That's why we should use the plastic in reduced amount, in minimum performance, in minimum type we use this. Means in minimum way we should use this. Next is, student, it causes air pollution. Air pollution means when the plastic material are synthesized, at that time there are many harmful gases are released, especially which gases are released at the time of the formation of the plastic, that is nitrous oxide, NO2, and sulfur dioxide. And that those harmful gases cause the air pollution. With this, they also cause the acid rain, because those harmful gases react with the water vapor that are found in the sky, and due to the reaction they have, means those gases have the reaction with them, and due to those reactions we have the acid rain. That's why we can say that the plastic is harmful for us. So to protect the environment, what should we do? We should use 3R principle. Yes, student, 3R principle we use. 3R. These 3R principle we should use. First R for reduce. Reduce means we should use plastic in less amount in our life. Second is reuse. Reuse means we should use again and again the plastic, like we should sell it to the junk seller after the use, and with the help of that we can reuse the plastic. Next is recycle. We should help in the recycling of the plastic, student, and with the help of that recycling we will protect the environment from the pollution. So with the help of these 3R principle we can protect the environment from the plastic. So we should follow this. Now we have completed this chapter. In our next segment we will discuss about the keywords of this chapter, student. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.